In this episode of Dolce Vita, let's explore the vibrant dining scene in Hong Kong with a renowned restaurateur. Enjoy your favorite cuppa in a whole new way. Experience traditional social rituals with a nouveau twist. And find inspiration in your daily life with Scene Man. How would you describe Hong Kong people's love affair with food? There's a simple way to visualize the answer. Just take a look at the thriving restaurant scene here. From European delicacies to Southeast Asian fare, when it comes to where to eat in Hong Kong, the options are endless. So tell us, how's the experience like living in Hong Kong versus living at home?
Living in Hong Kong, I think it's a real dream. So we have nature, we have the city, we have a beach. Very contrary to Madrid, where I'm coming from, where we only have a city, and it's very cold in winter and very, very hot in summer. So I think Hong Kong is very exciting, especially because of the people and the multicultural aspect.
What's your life's philosophy?
My life philosophy is if you can do it better, you must do it better. Every day do one thing that you fear, one thing that you don't feel comfortable with, and while doing so, you must be a very good person.
Can you tell us what is your greatest inspiration in life?
My greatest inspiration in life has been always my father. It's been my mentor and my very good friend. From the very early age, when I decided to quit the studying when I was 14,
wow, okay.
He was very supportive. We were business partners in my first company when I was 18. He always inspired me to do good, and always inspired me to keep learning and to don't fear failure. So
you went to the food industry at a very young age. Now, if you were not a food entrepreneur, what would you be doing in life?
I will be a teacher.
You would be a teacher?
100%.
What would you be teaching?
I would like people to learn how to learn, right? So I think the problem with the education generally, or at least in my country, is that they make you hate studying.
Right.
They don't make you feel it's good for your life. So I would like to address this problem, which is making sure that people are well educated, because I didn't have education. I have to go all my way up through reading my own books. If
you were to say some wise words to a budding entrepreneur in the food and beverage industry, what would you say?
Be ready to fail. A lot of times. Take no as a continuous inspiration for keep on growing. No is healthy, it's good, and it's necessary. And you always get to learn the most out of failure rather than success.
Failure is inevitable, but when you try to look at things from a different angle, you'll see that behind every failure, there's always a good lesson to be learned.
Everyone is becoming more health conscious lately, and the best way to improve our health and well-being boils down to simple acts like having a balanced diet, exercising regularly, and having enough good sleep. In addition, we need to make positive changes to our regular routine. And for me, developing a tea drinking habit is one of the wellness goals that I am working on right now. As people become more health conscious, how does tea fit into this trend?
When we first came up with this wellness solution, we actually conducted a lot of research and were deeply inspired by the traditional Chinese medicine concept, especially on food as medicine, as we believe that natural remedies are sustainable for our well-being. And we go back into the culture of Hong Kong, we actually see that herbal teas are deeply rooted in our heritage and everyday life. Back in 2006, herbal teas have been listed on the UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage, and they have been used in everyday lives to improve the body conditions. For example, people drink herbal teas to relieve the dampness and also the heat inside their bodies. We would believe that building an East meets West wellness tech platform would actually help them to provide natural remedies in a very convenient and personalized way.
With plenty of tea selections, how can we pick the one that fits our routine?
We actually pick teas according to seasonality, climates, and our own body conditions. So when we talk about in the morning, when you like energy boost, for example, we strongly recommend the energy tea, with turmeric and ginger inside to power up your day. So in the afternoon, after you have lunch, for example, we would recommend something for digestion, something more acidic, a little bit more refreshing, such as our fruit tea series. And during the evening, of course, we would like to have something more soothing and relaxing. So we would recommend the me time with hibiscus and chamomile to calm your stress and also to give you some relaxation time, as well as also the sleep tea without caffeine. This is an African rooibos tea with chamomile feature that could ease you into sleep.
So what are the difficulties in sourcing the right teas between the East and the West?
We source our raw herbs and teas from all around the world from its origins. So we work with our team of herbal scientists, traditional Chinese medicine practitioners, and nutritionists together to develop formulations for each herbal blend. And for each blend, because it comprises of different raw herbs and also some are tea-based, we have to carefully calculate the granules and also the compositions in order to create a balance in the flavor as well as the functional benefits of each blend.
The 21st century has been bringing us a lot of innovations. Not only do the technological achievements make human lives easier, but they also improve our health in many ways. And what are the impacts of technology on health and wellness?
Nowadays, a lot of people use mobile applications to collect user insights. So we actually organize recommendations according to user wellness goals and also their body conditions. Especially, we borrowed a very interesting concept called 24 seasons from traditional Chinese medicine. So we will recommend the user the right type of beverage for them in each particular day according to the seasons. Also, a proprietary system, including our in-house brewing technology, so that users could simply insert the herbal disc into our brewer and enjoy a cup of wellness beverage personalized just for them within a minute.
Sometimes life throws you a curveball in an unexpected way. So it is crucial to develop a solid foundation for healthy habits. Adopting a new practice can be uneasy. It might take a while to get in the groove. But all you need to do is breaking health goals into manageable small steps and slowly turning them into daily routines. Remember, it's never too late to start being healthy.
After the break, enjoy afternoon tea with a twist. And appreciate the beautiful things in life with Sin Sin Man. How would you define fun? Many things can be fun. It all depends on how you look at the activity. In a nutshell, fun is enjoyment, amusement, and lighthearted pleasure. Life can be hard and stressful, and it can make you feel tense at times. So it's important to take time for yourself to relax and make sure that you're at your best mentally and physically.
Well, definitely. Besides working out to let off steam, I like to treat myself to something delicious. Tasty food never fails to lift my mood, so I guess we all deserve a treat every now and then.
Exactly. But you know, sometimes you want something different, not just the usual fancy dinner or a hearty lunch. And yes, I'm talking about afternoon tea.
From the classic scones slathered with jam and cream to the afternoon tea with a theme, there are so many reasons for us to fall in love with the classic British pastime.
Nowadays, afternoon tea has evolved into a showcase of creative food artistry. Look at the ocean-inspired afternoon tea set here.
Using sustainably sourced seafood, the afternoon tea sets your taste buds out on a taste journey to the sea.
With savory items including miso-marinated black cod with avocado puree and squid ink tapioca, Atlantic salmon tartare with bergamot, sesame, and crispy seaweed, as well as paella croquette with smoked mussel aioli. This afternoon tea is designed for those who love seafood dishes with a creative flair.
Apart from the extraordinary savory items, sweet treats are equally impressive.
I know, look at this dazzling collection of underwater treasures. There's gold bars, ruby, gold coins, even jade and pearls. I wonder what these decadent underwater treasures are made of. Calvert, I'm having so much fun guessing what kind of ingredients went into these treasures and gems. You know that little white pearl I just had? It was actually made with white chocolate and white peach mousse, and it was delicious.
And the jade that I had was green tea tiramisu. The chef's creativity amazes me. Well, I used to think that afternoon tea is a girl thing, but I didn't think again.
Having fun is an essential part of any wellness regime and an enjoyable life. It can be as simple as walking your dog, working out, watching a great movie, or simply chilling out with friends over good food.
Before you know it, travel addiction has become a thing in our modern society. Even when we're not traveling physically, many of us are still constantly daydreaming about the next destination that we'd rather be in. But what exactly is the point of travel? Without a doubt, travel brings happiness as it allows us to simply get away from the mundane yet endless cycles of everyday life. Yet for me, travel is more than a leisure experience, but also a life-changing process. And I'm not the only one to think that way, as my friend Sin Man, an adventurous traveler, sees eye to eye with me.
After traveling extensively around the world, Sin Man has fallen in love with Indonesia. The fantastic vibe in Bali has a special spot in her heart. Now, not only does she call Bali her second home, but she's also dedicated to bringing Indonesian contemporary art to Hong Kong.
Can you tell us more about this exhibition and why is it so special to you?
To me, it's a very emotional and very personal because when I took over the gallery 17 years ago, they have a lot of canvases on road, and I never opened. Just recently, I feel like it's a time to really do a lot of touch the loose ends and cleaning a lot of things, and I finally opened the works. The work is very inspiring, so I find them, I do a research, and it happened they all live in Bali.
Among all the exhibited pieces here, which art piece is especially appealing to you?
Well, it's hard to choose, but I have one, a very special one. His name is Iwayan Suka. His work is a lot of philosophy behind, and more it's abstract. As more you see, more you feel very deep there. And especially they are all Hindus from Bali.
And in your point of view, which painting tells the most unique story?
One of the artists called Iwayan Wiwawan. You see the painting have a big cello, is kind of broken string, and lots of people, little kids like helping to pull together. It's actually, as I talk about, under the crisis, and people work together, family together, and it's really like a fairy tale to me.
And if you were to pick one that resonates with the audience, which one would that be?
Well, for sure it's Panganan's work because he used a very interesting color. The color is very happy, and also the story of the painting is very easy to communicate. It's like drinking, like a party, dancing, sharing, talking, like gathering, you know. So it's very easy it's very cozy feeling.
Art comes in many different forms. Aside from curating art shows, Sin Man is also a hands-on artist and designer who has a diverse interest in painting, creating ceramics, sculpturing, and even fashion design.
From fashion pieces to ceramic art, it seems that you have never stopped creating. Have you always been so creative since young?
Yes, I think so. You know, since I was a little kid, I like to play and I like to touch everything, and whatever chance I have, I like to learn, yes.
What inspires you to create?
Mostly it's people and the space. Very important to where you were, and also who you are talking to. They always inspire me. Well, for example, I was in the Sim Week outside Cambodia, and I work with landmine handicap, And then we do weaving, silk weaving. It's a very interesting journey because I designed the silk with them. And so, but after a piece of silk, you know, I have to complete finish becomes a garments. The experience is unbelievable because when you work with the people, they're handicapped, but they are always smile, very happy, no complaint. It's much more happier than people are healthy, I think.
So it seems like there are a lot on your plate. So how do you juggle between different identities?
We are wearing different hats.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, it's go with the flow. You don't expect anything and let things come and you just deal with it. So it seems like I do a lot of things. Yes, I did a lot of things. But I guess this is me.
And how would you describe your philosophy of life?
I live like no tomorrow. So I enjoy the present and just accept it. And just in Chinese, we will say like 今朝有酒今朝醉.
And what do you do during your downtime?
I do meditation. When I do meditation, I like to listen to my favorite music. And so that music is leading me like to go very far away and not in the reality. So that is special for me, yeah.
Last but not least, any words of advice to those artists who have just started their creative journeys?
Work hard, play hard, and no ego.
Why no ego?
Well, ego is create negative energy, so it means we need to be positive.
Thanks to my job, I'm lucky enough to be able to travel around the world, meeting beautiful souls along the way. Travel to me is like reading a book, and being at different destinations is like flipping through different chapters of the book. After all, when you start to be a conscious traveler and look beneath the surface, you will find that traveling is a great way to help us grow into a better person, one trip at a time.
That's all the time we have for this week's episode. If you want to find out more about what we have introduced, remember to log on to our website. In the coming weeks, continue to enjoy the finer things in life with us. Besides savoring authentic gourmet from southern Italy, we will also get you ready for your next adventure. Check out ways to stay fashionable while you're enjoying the great outdoors. And sit down with fine artist, curator, collector, and art lecturer Rachel Lee and let her tell you more about Korean culture. Join us again next time!